So here's the Marcela, which we saw in the yerba mate. So that's your Marcela, and that's meant to be really good for like a calmative, a bit like a chamomile.
It ain't easy being green.
Captain Planet. Fuck it.
Okay, so there you can see Marcela in some other colours. Let's have a look at this thing. So there's family according to these guys here at raintree.com. So look at this. Enhances immunity, kills viruses, bacteria, relieves pain, reduces inflammation. And I know it's good for that because it's a yellow colour. Protects the liver, prevents tumours, expels worms, supports heart, kills insects, promotes perspiration, regulates menstruation, stimulates digestion, mildly sedative, lowers blood sugar, relaxes muscles, stimulates bile production, and bile is one of your four humours of your four humoral immune system, which is your very worldly, very physical immune system. You know, I say the cells are facing up and receive a sort of higher light and information from above. And you can train them with your will force, but the bile and all this, you can also train in different ways, but for instance, eating bitter foods and doing certain exercises like releasing a certain sound for maybe your appendix or something for a certain organ. These are techniques that we can also do on the side to stimulate that bile besides eating Marcela. So they're recommending 1 cup 2 to 3 times a day, or in the tincture form 2 to 3 ml twice daily. So you might just do 2 droppers, 3 droppers a day. In Brazil, and I'm in Uruguay, just under Brazil. So there's some Brazilian research, some in vitro antioxidant testing, that Marcela interfered in the degenerative process of arteriosclerosis, reduced blood stickiness, blood fats, and blood oxidation. Blood sugar lowering activity, so if you've got diabetes or you're hypoglycemic. Anyway, here's like a good little list of a summary of the main uses. Applied externally for pain and inflammation, so you can make salves and balms and presses. For respiratory problems, asthma, bronchitis, flu, and upper respiratory bacterial and viral infections, you might want to take tea, some tincture for that. For arteriosclerosis, definitely be taking a tincture to get it driven in, because that's what the alcoholic tincture is. The alcohol drives in the nutrition so that it can go all the way to healing your arteries and purifying your blood. You also want to take pretty big amounts. If you're doing it for something like this, you would take gulps or full droppers, and 3 times a day, really drive it into your body. For viral infections, definitely also tincture if you're planning to treat those ones with it. I think they might be better, such as moringa and maybe even cannabis in some cases, things like andrographis as well. Probably better than Marcela for treating the viral stuff. This has a sort of gentle feel. Andrographis is probably even rougher on the body. So, and for gallbladder and liver disorders, you could do the same with andrographis as well, and so many other herbs. But this Marcela has a nice smell, and it's like chamomile. It's like a relaxing herb. So for these, it's not to not use it for these. Definitely use it for these. It's one of the nicer ones to use for these. So there's the main properties and actions. Molluscicidal, kills snails, Marcela.
Oh, a kilo, please.
So maybe we need to throw a few kilos of Marcela around the house. We've got a lot of snails here. Blood thinner, antispasmodic, anti-tumorous, antiviral, bile stimulant, gastrotonic, tones, balances, strengthens the gastric tract, hepaprotective, liver protector, hepatonic, tones, balances, strengthens the liver, hypoglycemic or anti-hypoglycemic action, immunostimulant, anticonvulsant, antiseptic. So there's a lot of properties: digestive, menstrual sedative, vermifuge, expels worms. It's also a wormer, a bit of a deparasiter. So you can do a bit of your parasite work with this. Oh, it does have hypoglycemic effects. People with hypoglycemia and or diabetes should only use this plant under the care. So it's saying that it can actually give you a heightening of blood sugar. So you shouldn't use this. You would use something like cinnamon for diabetes. Don't use Marcela. In Uruguay, they recommend it for infections, digestive disorders, impotence, inflammation, menstrual disorders, spasms, and as a sedative. In Brazil, they do it for many more things. It's possibly because there's a lot of, poorer areas, so they're just still trying to use what they can get locally. They're not going to order a pill from America as readily, for instance. Interesting. Okay, so bronchitis, coughs, diabetes there. I wouldn't use it for diabetes after hearing this contradictions here. Third-party research, look at that. There's a whole lot on that website, so that's why I wanted to show these guys' website, because look at all this. All the research there. So there's many different things there. Flavonoids from this is the scientific name. Flavonoids from Archaeococcyline satiroides. Antimicrobial action, look at all the research. Anti-ulcer, 2 researchers there, or 3. Wow, look at the lists here on cytotoxic and anti-cancerous actions. So it's got anti-cancer, immunostimulant actions. This is another great one. I'm definitely going to copy down all these. I love when people, oops, get out of there. It says non-toxic effect down there. And there are the anti-diabetic and hypoglycemic section here. So you might want to look more into it, but it did say under contradictions. Yeah, well maybe, someone wasn't a very honest test subject though. Maybe they were eating candy bars on the side, who knows. It gives me the effect of blood sugar lowering though. When I take it as a tea as a healthy person, it gives me the feel of a balancing, and it's like chamomile. It's very similar to chamomile to have this as a tea. I've not made a tincture from it yet. Let's have a look here. Analgesic and a few other reiterations, painful ejaculation disease, recently posted reviews, acid reflux disease, hemoglobin high disease, watery semen disease. Alright, so it can help with ejaculation and stuff even as well. Anti-anal cancer disease, cancer bush fur, gravel. Okay, anyway. It's a little website. What is Marcela? Yeah, definitely will suppress your cough, and it will work like chamomile in that the same oily feel.
I go for the jams now.
So not too much more information there. So yeah, I hope you learned a bit from that, Pam, and thanks for donating. This is Benjamin Callenberg from www.consciousazine.